Hey, Eddie's AutoGamerNode.com. Welcome back. Today I'm taking a look at another board game. This time it's Century Eastern Wonders, the sequel to Century Spice Road by designer Emerson Matsuushi and Plan B Games. Now, Century Spice Road was critically acclaimed by me and basically the rest of the board gaming world. But does Century Eastern Wonders live up to that pedigree? And what sort of tricks does this game have up its sleeve? Let's find out. So that's Century Eastern Wonders and Century Sand to Sea, utilizing the components of Century Spice Road. And I think that's so cool how those two games work together, how you use the components of Century Spice Road to play a whole, well, maybe not an entirely different, but at least a somewhat different variant of Century Eastern Wonders. And I'm going to go ahead and say that I like the Century from Sand to Sea variant better than the Century Eastern Wonders on its own version. I think using those cards gives players a lot more interesting ways to build their own unique engine in this game. Because Century Spice Road, as you may know if you've been following the board gaming industry, was really, really well received. And as you've seen on our previous review on GamerNode, we really liked it as well. So Century Spice Road left some big shoes to fill, or big footsteps for Century Eastern Wonders to follow in. Now Century Eastern Wonders on its own takes that hand building and sort of engine building hand management game and keeps the race aspect of it, but gives it a spatial feel to taking your actions. It's sort of a spatial action selection game. And there is an element of spreading, I wouldn't say area majority or area influence, it's just area presence with placing your little huts out on the board, your trading posts. Now, what I do feel about this game is that it provides players with a full view of everything that is available to them throughout the game. You can sit down and take a look at the board, and I think this actually may be a helpful practice in Century Eastern Wonders, is to take a minute at the beginning of the game and look around the board, see what tiles are near to each other that synergize. That way you can choose, you can say, oh hey, because of the way the board's laid out, I think the best course of action is to put huts here and here and here and hit those quickly and make the combinations of cubes that I'm going to need efficiently throughout the game. But you might look at the board and say, hey, maybe the best way to I don't see anything really that is standing out to me as the best way to attack this board. Maybe I'm just going to put huts all out. Maybe I'm going to go for upgrades. I think maybe I should get this first upgrade, and that'll allow me to get the sort of spatial engine that I like the best. Or maybe getting this upgrade will let me get a few more cubes that I think are going to help me based on the tiles that I'm aiming to get. So this game, I feel like, is more of a strategic game and less of a tactical game than Century Spice Road. So you see everything that's there, you plan and you attack. In Century Spice Road, cards come out, you react. You build your engine, you have an idea of what you're putting together, and then as things come out, you say, oh, this will fit well into my engine, and you develop your plan throughout the game. You build your engine, and then run your engine throughout, and you try to do it faster than everyone else. Now, those are two different styles of play, and in my opinion, I think that this game, Century Eastern Wonders, actually loses a little bit of the appeal of Century Spice Road. I think the cards are what really make this game shine, and that's why I think that Century from Sand to Sea is the better way to play Century Eastern Wonders. It's my favorite way to play Century Eastern Wonders. But, for my money, I would still say that Century Spice Road is the game that I favor more. And the funny thing is, I came into Century Eastern Wonders thinking, oh, I love spatial movement, I love spatial action selection, I love moving around a board. This one is going to be awesome. But for me, looking at the board and everything that's out there, it's almost like a little bit of a sensory overload. I kind of like the limitation, the restriction that the cards that come out give you. And even though my friends usually kick my butt at Century Spice Road, and this one too, for my money, like I said, I really like the restriction that Century Spice Road puts on you. And I know this is a review of Century Eastern Wonders, and the games should stand alone, but in this case, they really stand together. And I think for the fact that the two work together, and the fact that the games are very inexpensive, this is about a $28, $29 game right off the shelf. So for the price, you get both games. That's kind of the price of another game from another publisher. So there's value here. But if I had to choose, I would go for Century Spice Road. Century Eastern Wonders is solid, though. It's a solid game by itself. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to give this game 2 ratings, but the final rating is going to be a 4 out of 5 commendable, because it does provide you with an interesting experience. It builds upon its predecessor and combines the predecessor, which is something we've never really seen in this way before. It's truly innovative. However, the base game, I'm going to have to rate a 3 out of 5. It's a satisfactory game, but I don't think it really shines the way the other one does, or the way that some other games of this type do. But again, putting it together with the cards really elevates it. So there you have it. 4 out of 5, commendable game. If you have Century Spice Road and you can put it together for Century from Sand to Sea, wonderful, commendable, innovative, awesome. If you're only getting Century Eastern Wonders, I'm going to downgrade that to a 3 out of 5 satisfactory. And that's it. Thanks for watching. My name's Eddie Inzauto. If you like our videos, please do give me a thumbs up and hit that bell icon for notifications. And of course, follow us on our Instagram, which has grown by leaps and bounds, Facebook, and Twitter. GamerNode at all of those places. Again, I'm Eddie Inzauto. Thanks for watching. You have fun out there.